When it comes to Puma or Adidas, how do you get a customer to shift to a homegrown brand?
In compared to what they sell abroad is a huge difference. It seems like they're dumping goods over here. I started my own startup, which is known as Strch, which is in the premium activewear category. We are bootstrapped, so for me, just to burn money was not a question. मैं पैसा डाल रहा हूँ, मेरे को मेरा पैसा वापस चाहिए.
Why did you choose activewear as a category?
When I started losing weight and started working out, I realized the lack of availability in India of products.
What is something you thought, oh, this is going to be very easy, but then completely changed when you started?
I really thought I will have my website be crashing at least 3 times a day. It was the bang opposite. All our shorts and track pants have zippers.
That's
because
the
we
best.
need that comfort.
The girls like to show off their pockets.
They don't want to show off their pockets, they want to fit their phones in there.
When you were starting and you said your dad was very supportive, tell me something he told you definitely don't do.
Company ban mat karna.
What has been your biggest self-doubt moment while you were building this?
Can I get a tissue? I'm gonna cry.
A friend to everybody is a friend to none. What do you think of that?
Highly possible. If you read a lot about Lululemon, they use PFAS, which is not good for your skin. And still, you're ready to pay the $150 for it.
How come? Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Aleena Dissects. For those of you who are watching this on video, which I know most of you are, you must be noticing that we are in our new studio, which I have been talking about, I think for like months now, but it's finally ready. There's still some changes we're going to do. But let me know in the comments what you think about the new space and the new set, and if you have any more ideas for that. For today's episode, I remember the first one that I did because I wanted to be comfortable. I did it with a close friend, and I'm in the new studio today, so I had to call one of my closest friends who's building something great in the startup and activewear space, and we're going to be speaking to Prithvi Bhagat today. Hi Prithvi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming first of all.
Thank you. Congratulations for the new space.
Thank you. So Prithvi, since this is your first time, my first question has to be if you can take us through your journey from the beginning, because you haven't done any interviews and podcasts before.
Yeah, so I'm Prithvi Bhagat here, guys. I have done my graduation in Bachelor's in Management Studies, done multiple diploma courses after that, gone to summer school in LSC. I didn't party there. I did party, but I did study
But that's
too.
what everybody does, though,
International business and marketing. So that's what I did. That's my educational background. And then joined my family business, which is a 64-year-old export company. We are mainly traders, and I'm the 4th generation into it. And we are in markets like Middle East, Africa, South America, North America, Europe. So this is an entire base of my family business. And then after taking 5 years experience there, I started my own startup, which is known as Strch, which is in the premium activewear category.
Oh,
So, yeah,
great.
that's my
Okay, 64 years, a long time. You come from a legacy business, okay? And then why would you start your own into startup company? Because that's completely different.
So we were always traders and into the B2B category, never in the Indian market,
Okay.
and never exploded too. So when I joined the business, I realized about something about branding, something where I have a direct connection with the customers.
Okay.
Because always being into the B2B, we never got that opportunity. And we never took that exposure of a D2C category or even being with the customer,
Yeah.
like taking a feedback or something.
Huh.
So that's when we thought we do something in the Indian market where now the Indian government supporting a lot of schemes, a lot of advantages for the homegrown make in India category. And that's where we saw a gap, and we have started something in the D2C category.
So you're saying it was only manufacturing that you would do here and export it everywhere?
Yeah, manufacturing and exporting to the countries. Yes.
And no,
but
why not in India?
it was always our base. We have always, my grandfather, my great grandfather were exporters. They were export merchants, so they had always done that. And plus, we had a lot of base with Africa because my grandmom's grandfather was from Africa.
Okay.
So from one of the countries there, Ethiopia. So the base was there.
Right.
So it was a great market for us, Middle East, Africa. So we used to do that time.
Okay.
So
But
it
everything to do with only textile.
only textiles, only textile fabrics mainly. So we do multiple different kind of fabrics. And now our main forte is African prints. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I know they have very loud and colorful colors,
Yeah,
and they wear
so-
some different kind of clothes than us, right?
Yeah, so completely different. it's kind of similar to our clothes,
Okay.
but just made with different colors, different prints. And if you see the handloom prints which are there, the African prints, the base is India. It
Okay.
started in India.
Right.
So, and
Oh.
it was got from here, and but different markets there, different color variations, different colors for different countries over there.
Yeah.
So some countries will be very loud and fluorescent, some countries will be only like the premium colors, we call it, like
Oh.
the maroon, the green, like the
Yeah.
British racing green, I'll call it. Yeah. So those colors, yeah.
Okay. Did you understand the textile clothing market before you entered the business?
Not particularly, I didn't study for it, but yes, I did go work somewhere. Who's my mentor now on my project in Stretch?
Okay.
Worked under him for a while, did travel a lot with him, did check out some new fabrics, new ideas. And yeah, that's how I guess it's more practical than rather than just going into the detail of studying about it.
Okay. Do you understand what like the Indian customer would like to wear? Is it a particular material? Is it a particular style? Is it some colors?
Yes, so again, it's the same rule. So in Africa and other countries, we have multiple country options
Okay.
as per the state. But over here in India, the advantage is the multiple cultures and sentiments we have in every state.
Right.
So with the data, of course, we look into it that in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, this would work. In Karnataka, this would work. In the north, it's a complete different. They love louder colors.
Okay.
In Maharashtra, it's not that loud.
Okay.
And Bangalore is more like an absolute Bangalore. Karnataka
Like
is more of
subtle.
a chilled vibe, and they are not
Okay.
too flashy.
Okay. Tell me, did you reverse engineer your products? Like, did you say, oh, these are my customers, I need to make it like this? Or did you make your products and then sell it to different parts of India accordingly?
No, so we did do the reverse way where we went and we saw globally standard product which is accepted globally because luckily with my family business I have the advantage of knowing different
You have
markets and
data.
I have the exposure of going abroad. But with that knowledge, what the Indian market would accept it because Indian body sizes are completely different. Our weathers are completely different. The humidity is different. So working as per that, we did do a little reverse data check and
Okay.
technical details we did get into,
Okay.
and we got those products here.
Okay. Tell me, like, when you started, when you knew that you want to get into this space, why did you choose activewear as a category?
So you know me since years. So
Yeah.
you have seen my unfit face to the fit face. Now again being a little
Same.
more unfit.
Same.
So the variations. So my journey started in 2010 where I was really unfit or fat, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And when I started losing weight and started working out, I realized the lack of availability in India of products that time. And then came COVID where things completely changed, where people got into the vibe of that we don't need to fit into the fashion category where people are wearing formals to the airports, wearing casuals or a little semi-formal to cafeterias and restaurants, where it became completely about athleisure and activewear. And we saw the gap because in India, it's only catered to the masses.
Right.
Everyone thinks it's only about the masses and we should have cheap products and we should get it there. And we see a lot of dumping of goods, of course. So that's where we saw that all the premium range category, including you have seen that going abroad and buying activewear and
Right.
athleisure. And we have never seen it that you'll purchase anything in India. And we saw that gap where we don't want people to go abroad and buy it from India, where we can give it at the right price, right product in compared to what the rest of them do. So that's why the activewear phase, where the new sneaker vibe or the sneaker phase came back, the activewear athleisure,
Right.
and now it's more about comfortist style, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I also think that we've moved a lot to become a healthier society in India, and a lot of people are getting much more health conscious, even about what they eat and then about what they wear. But do you think it's still a very small market compared to like the entire India, if you had to say?
No, I guess you have two phases. One are the Gen Zs now, which are wearing only the fit, who are into fitness. You have high rocks. You have so many things happening, and there are so many Gen Zs working towards that. And then you have the second midlife crisis phase, where people want to look good, want to look fit, and get back into the phase. Usually, it used to be the 40, 50 age where people used to be like, okay, life is like this. We don't care how we look. But now it's completely changed. If you see the 30 to 40 are the most unfit category. And whereas the 40 to
40.
50, 55, they're getting into a lot of fitness, a lot of marathon running, gym. There's so many activities now, Pilates, yoga. You have a lot of activity options which are available. And that is where you see the difference, that it's not niche anymore.
Right.
It is mainly become the most important part of your life. And where you can see it as an example at the airport, how many people do you see in formals and casuals?
I think everyone's wearing casual clothes only.
Casual,
Yeah.
athleisure, activewear.
Yeah.
Nobody's wearing
Yeah, that
like
is the
formals
gym
anymore.
look.
That it used to be that we need to be dressed going this way. You see all your celebrities wearing that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anyone's into that. We want to be
Dressy.
dressy
Dressed
or
up.
uncomfortable.
Right.
We want to be really comfortable.
So you're saying that trend because you're looking at airport looks, gym looks, and then people are also wearing those kind of clothes now rather than looking at the
So
fancy
not
ones.
only in the athleisure category, we are mainly in the activewear category. So we are looking at people doing activities.
Tell our audiences what is the difference between athleisure wear and active wear.
It's a thin line between activewear and casual, where you are confused.
Oh yeah,
And
true.
you just want to be comfortable, but you really can't work out with those clothes because it's not meant for that. The fabrics will not take that
Okay.
in a technical sense. And casual is casual, so you can wear it over jeans, you can wear it with chinos or whatever you want to wear it. Like you see a lot of now polo neck t-shirt
Yeah.
which are made, and they're wearing it over chinos to office, and that's a difference. So more athleisure is and leisure wear.
Like even if you're lounging at home, you don't
so
want to necessarily
it's for
wear
your leisure and
pajamas.
cozy
You wanna-
vibe, yes. But whereas activewear is completely activity based, so that's why you need products which can take that load, that stretch, that fabric pain point of the smell coming in. Whereas if you wear the athleisure, it is going to smell after a point. But if you're wearing activewear, it is not going to smell. You
Okay.
have to have those kind of fabrics.
Okay.
It has to be comfort while workout. You shouldn't get rashes with those.
Okay. So,
So-
you're saying the material between both of them
Both
used
of them
are
are absolutely different.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, there is a thin
Fine
line
line,
which
I'm
is
sure.
people are confused.
Yeah, because
to
that's
be
because
honest.
we don't understand what material is used. So you're
Exactly.
saying that activewear has different material that goes for like all different activities that you can
Yes,
do, and
100%.
particularly for gym, you need a different kind of material to wear.
Yes.
Over there,
You should wear that because that's what it's meant for.
right?
You would
Okay.
not wear formals to the gym, right? It's like
Of
that.
course not.
So every fabric has its own advantages and disadvantages because it has to be more durable and like breathable.
Right. Okay, tell me that we have these brands that we have been using, you are also probably using since we were kids, when it comes to Puma or Adidas and Nike and all of these companies, right? How do you get a customer to shift to a homegrown brand when they have this brand loyalty for years?
Brand loyalty, of course, that is always going to be there. But seeing the change now in the market with the Gen Zs coming in, that they are not stuck up that we want these brands, because I don't think so they ever say that we have been using this for 20 years of our life. They are open to new startups, new options available because they care more about the comfort in compared, like comfort is style for them, so they are concerned more about that. But whereas a Nike, Puma, Adidas, quoting again, that if you see in compared to what they sell abroad and what they sell in India is a huge difference. It seems like they're dumping goods over here.
Okay.
And the fabrics they are using, like polyester and all, which are much cheaper, and they do have different properties, where they come here and they sell those, whereas they don't sell this abroad.
Okay.
And they're selling it at the same price over here. So
Okay,
you'll
this-
end up paying for cheaper products over here. And that's why now with the homegrown brands, you have a lot of advantages where we are trying to get products at a right price and the right product. So you're paying for the right products. And that's why I guess you are seeing the change. A lot of startups are working because of this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are investing in new brands to try new things because they know they're cheated now. Because
Oh.
everyone travels. So
Right.
and everything's online now. You
Yeah.
get to see it.
Okay, so you're basically saying these bigger brands sell the products to India that are not used internationally, that they're selling there.
They're not at all.
Okay, you get different, even I've seen that you get different clothes over there,
100%.
but I thought that was a collection difference.
Even originally, before I got into the textiles, I got into my business, I thought it's just because we have different weathers, we have
Yeah,
different
the
body
collection
types
is
and all this.
different.
But it's mainly being cost effective for them to sell in India at this kind of a price,
Okay.
and the population which we have. So for them, it's easier just to dump away. But they are charging a much higher price. If you go to see all the homegrown brands are minimum 30-40% cheaper in compared to any of these brands.
Because they are manufactured
Yeah.
here? Is that the reason?
No, not compulsory. We manufacture here or we manufacture out. It can be anything.
Okay.
It's a huge difference. You'll see many homegrown brands also importing from other countries and selling here.
Okay. So, because I've used the product and I use it all the time, I know that it's like the softest thing I have ever worn. Okay. But how do you make such a claim and prove it that it is the softest material you will wear?
So again, with the advantages, what we have technically, we have our testing parameters which we follow. There's something known as a Kawabata test, which is a Japanese test which the Kyoto University is using to they check the fabric completely. So the tensile strength, the bending strength, the feel, the finish. So we have done all these tests and then we have passed and made these claims. There are many homegrown brands making these claims. I will not deny it, but they are doing it with a lot of finishes on top of the fabric, which is a lot of use of chemicals, which we are not doing.
Okay.
We have gone to a level of taking other fabrics, other garments to check it. Like if you read a lot about Lululemon, there are a lot of podcasts, a lot of videos which say they use PFAS, which is a kind of chemical which doesn't leave the fabric, which is not good for your skin. And still you're ready to pay the $150 for it.
How come? It's because the users don't have the knowledge.
They're not educated about
Yeah.
this, and it's not the users to be blamed.
Of
It's
course.
I guess we as companies, we need to land up educating people about this, that you're not buying the right product for your body, and it's
Okay.
not good for you.
And it's just because it's a cheaper option for them also and for the users also.
Yes, and then they can make the claims too, and we go through testing parameters for it, of course.
Okay. But what do you think of this generation? What do they think of before they pick up a garment? Any it may be.
I guess it's more of comfort, functionality, durability. They're more concerned about that, and it's more about like the term I use, comfort is style or comfort is lifestyle. That's what it's for them.
And previously it wasn't like that in the generations before
Yeah, because
us.
we try to fit into something else.
Okay.
Whereas now they want to be the trend, and they
Right.
want to be we are concerned about our comfort. We don't care about what the trend is or what the society is
fit in.
accepting us as.
Okay. Do you think price has to also play a big factor? Because I feel like in olden days, people would just pick up the cheapest option. And now
So-
that there is a lot of more disposable income in the younger generation, so then they go for like choices and paying a premium price.
So there is surely a big appetite now for paying up for things and paying these premiums and getting things done. But I guess the market is changing in a very different way where people are more concerned about we should get the right product at the right price.
Okay.
We shouldn't be paying random absurd amounts just for the sake of it. Agree, the brand culture is there that we should pay an extra premium for a brand, but that is changing slowly. If you see the amount of startups which are there and the amount of online shopping happening and D2C brands, and there are a lot of options available. I don't think so now it's that you're stuck up with only 4 options and you have to select from that. You do have multiple options. Like today I can have a customer and he can be done with me and move on.
Right.
There's a high possibility. It's not about being customer loyal or the customer doesn't want to be loyal to you, but they just want to be open with options. They don't want to be stuck up to one thing.
Right. No,
And
makes sense.
price is a criteria, but again, it has to be value for money.
Okay, but I just personally think that India is a very price sensitive market. Like they will think 100 times before spending even like a 3,000, 5,000 rupees.
Right and wrong both.
Okay.
So I've always heard India is a price sensitive market, cheap sells in India. I feel it's a lie now. It's just we have made our own market that way. But I feel it's more about we want value for money. We are only concerned about that. We wait for value deals that if you're getting the right product at the right price, no matter what you do, they are going to buy that product.
Okay.
If you see now the fast fashion brands, if you see the price range over a period of the last 10 years, the prices has become what brands used to sell before at. And they are no more cheap. They sell at 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, the range which you're talking about. And people are spending over there. There are lines over there. It's a lot of billing happening there. and a lot of products selling. So even fast fashion brands have increased their price. So it's no more the cheap sells here. It is mainly the value for money, I feel.
Right. Okay. Tell me, and I think only you can, one of the few people who can tell us the difference between running a traditional business and running a startup, because you've done both. Okay. What is something that you have seen as a stark difference between both of them?
So I feel a traditional business, more the base is ready.
Okay.
You have a manifest. You have to follow that. You cannot go left or right from that. And you're stuck up to
Yeah.
a particular mindset, which has worked for the company, of
Yeah.
course, for so many years. In my case, for 64 years, the company has worked.
So there's obviously a process
there is a
that is
process, there's
followed.
a
There's a
setup,
way.
there are relations which have been kept since so many years. Like I can give you an example. Like I have an employee who's been there since 40 years in the company, more than
Older than
before
you
I was
are,
born. Yeah,
right.
So these are processes and relations which are built over a period of time. Whereas startup is completely the different. It's you're starting from ground zero. Your mentality is more like it's double or nothing. You have
Yeah.
nothing to lose, but you have everything to lose. So it's a complete, the risk appetite is completely different now.
Okay. And tell me, apart from like the different ways it's run, for you particularly, how has it been transitioning from a traditional setup to a startup?
So I guess it's two different ways. If I'm in that office, it's a different mindset. In this office, it's a different mindset. I had to really go through coaching for this.
Which
because
one do you like more?
both have their perks, both have a lot of
I'm sure.
disadvantages.
I'm
But yeah.
sure.
But yeah,
Um,
over there, it's a ready base for me.
Yeah.
It's much more easier for me in a way to like make decisions because I have a powerhouse, my dad, on my head to take decisions to make it easier.
Huh.
There are less chances of making an error. Whereas over here, I'm building my own team. Everything's new. It's just a complete different mindset over here.
Okay.
And with the COVID coming in, the attitude of work from home, all that changing a lot of things for us, the way we used to work.
But tell me, wouldn't it have been easier if you just ran your dad's business, made tweaks over there, of course, and then grown that even more than it already has?
That could have been done, but I guess we all have that kick. We want to do something
Of
of our
your
own.
own, okay.
And it's like my great grandfather did something. My grandfather enjoyed the perks and did something more.
Huh.
He added more countries. The same way my dad got into the business and he added more countries and the portfolio increased. And the same came with me. Now I want to do something for my child. That's what I'm counting it
Oh,
as.
nice,
That continue
nice.
my legacy that I have it. You can choose what you want to do. And
Okay.
luckily, I did get that advantage of doing it on my own.
Okay. Since you said you have somebody that has been there for 40 years, okay, and now you have to go in and tell this person what to do and what not to. Like, I would be in a very difficult situation if I had to do that with somebody, because just the amount of respect you have for them to be in the company for so many years. How do you go and talk to them? How do you tell them something that is difficult?
So this I can say had a phase in my life where I was affected by it. That how do you go question someone like this?
Yes.
And I did go and ask a lot of questions and went ahead. And there were many times replies I got. It's not compulsory only with employees or friends or in the family, but everywhere talking to any agency or any vendor that bacha ke kaam de raha hai.
Yeah, true.
Very common statement.
True.
Like bacha ke kaam de raha
Like,
hai.
what does
Who
he
are
know?
you to question me?
Exactly, because they will
Yeah.
be like, we know better. We have been doing this for so long. So how do we take a command from you?
Yeah, come on from me. How
Or-
can he question me where I'm answerable to your father, not to you? You're just new here. How do you know whether this was right or wrong? Even if you question, it does have like a major disadvantage in an overall situation. But I guess you have to merge in. You have to get in.
What did you do in this situation?
You have to bow down sometimes, and sometimes you just have to.
You have to
hold.
stand your ground.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have any other way out of this.
Okay. What did your dad tell you in such situations? What to do?
So there are two ways of advices. I have a lot of good advices coming in that you should do this, you should keep working, don't give up. I now use it for my brand, stretch your limit.
Nice.
Or stretch is the limit.
Nice.
So it's
Nice.
like, so we went through like good phases. We do keep getting good advices and the right path to take, because you do take from your traditional business something like a principle. Like you have some principles, you have the discipline which you need to follow, customer first attitude. Everything good is there. But during these negative times, you have one phase my father told me when I joined business. When he had joined business, he had got a similar answer and I got the same answer.
Okay.
He said, in the end, तेरे बाप का नाम नहीं है company पे, it's your great grandfather's name. So remember, when anything goes wrong, it's his name on the table over there, and you have to make sure it doesn't go wrong anywhere.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
And those principles have to be followed, and you can't take the company wrong anywhere.
Okay. And tell me, when you were starting Strch, for example, what is something you thought, oh, this is going to be very easy because I have a bandwidth, I have a structure, I have a setup, but then completely changed when you started?
Everything.
What did you think was going to be?
everything.
What did you think was going to be like a smooth
I
thing?
really
And it was?
thought that I'll have my products ready. It'll sell overnight. I'll be a sensation
All
there.
of us.
My website will be pumping. I will have my website be crashing at least 3 times a day because of the traffic I'm getting.
Wow.
It was the bang opposite.
Wow.
So it was the bang opposite.
And you thought of this, why? Because you thought like...
Because I thought I was getting a globally standard great product.
Okay.
There's a lot of startup attitude happening, so people are accepting very easily. Trust would come easily, but it was a bang opposite. Again, because we didn't have the exposure of a retail or a
Right.
consumer first connect, that's what affected us really
It
in a
takes
different way.
years to build a business
Yeah,
and a company.
it took me very long to clear my first stock. I was done. I was like, is it that hard?
It is.
I'm like, I have to sell it.
Running
Do
a-
I have to sell it at a discount? Do I need to do this? Or do I just need to keep patience? And I guess patience is the key. There was nothing else which mattered.
I think running a business is very hard no matter what stage you take up. I think even if you have a legacy brand to take it forward, it's difficult. But starting something from scratch, and I feel like when we're young, we're so pumped up and we'll be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And this is, for example, in online and media business, you start an Instagram page. Everybody thinks starting an Instagram page, oh, I'm going to get so many likes. I'm going to get comments. I'm going to become popular. And then none of that happens unless you put years and years of time and experience into it.
I remember your first 1,000 followers came at my house. We were sitting and we were like,
It was
we are the last
100.
1,000. We got the 1,000
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
So
I
yeah,
remember.
even Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
all this, I was like, followers will be coming like this. What is this? What are these influencers? Only 200K. And now I'm like, oh wow, to get to 24K was a task.
It is.
And mainly organically, because
Right.
we don't want to do it the other way around.
Yeah.
Because then it's just the face I'm trying to show, like, because I want investors.
Yeah.
That's not the attitude I wanted to keep.
That's what I'm telling you. It takes years to build. Like, it's so much hard work. Like, I remember in the first year on social media Dissect, I only had 4,000 followers. The whole year, 365 days, I was posting 3 times a day. I went to my mom and I'm like, I'm giving up. This is not working and I'm not going to do this. Nobody's following and everything. And then suddenly, second year, because my mom and everybody just pushed, like, keep at it, something will happen. And then the next year, we went 4,000 to 80,000 followers in that time. And so I was like, okay, now we can't give up at anything because it takes a lot of hard work and time.
Can you do it for me also? And get me those many followers that are easier.
I'm telling you,
Organically.
day and night, that's only what I was focusing on. What you have to focus on is obviously your product and then selling that. So that's a whole different ball game. But I understand how difficult. Like in the beginning, especially when we're young, we think like, na aise ho jayega sab.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
it's
happen.
It's like in the night I'll sleep, I'll wake up, oh wow, this is again a big sale. And then I wake up and I'm like, these are not the numbers I'm looking at.
It'll take some time, and also to build a brand like that, I think it'll just take a lot more years for. Did you think that it would be easier if you just pump in money and that'll get you the results?
Yes and no both, because seeing the way we are seeing with other startups, no offense to them, but that's the way they wanted to do it, with getting a lot of valuation, burning a lot of money, but it's investor money. So it's easier for them. We are bootstrapped. So for me, it became a point where, coming from a traditional business where we see that we have to make a profit. And for me, just to burn money was not a question. And we are mainly in for the long haul. We are not here just to pass around the hat that next investor. And by the end of it, the last investor will make no money out of it and others have made money out of it. And you're getting a valuation. We're mainly in for the long haul, where we want to create a legacy and continue the legacy and build something called as a premium activewear category for the Indian market, and being an Indian brand, which till now nobody's landed up doing.
Right. No, true. You'll get there. But tell me, what is something that you intentionally said, this is what I'm not going to do, that happens in the traditional business? Like, I'll never do that in my startup.
I guess it's more of the risk-taking appetite, because you just follow a particular system in the traditional business, and when you get into startup, it's every day a new story, a new brand coming up, different things happening every day, new investors, legacy brands again coming back to India aggressive. So mainly the risk-taking appetite. That's
So traditional businesses don't take much risk
much
because
risk.
they're
No.
already set.
Yeah.
Everything is already
Yeah,
done.
because they know. Practically, I'll say whether they have the risk-taking appetite or no, they know
They
it.
know what is going to happen.
They know.
Okay.
They know where there's a chance of a mistake. Whereas in this is double or nothing, literally like that.
Okay, so what is the biggest risk that you have taken at Strch?
The first order, first order which I placed,
You went all in.
I went all in.
Okay.
It was pretty much that way. That was my
Okay.
biggest risk. Like,
Okay. How did you deal with it when it wasn't selling as fast as you thought
yeah,
it would?
I did get questioned a lot from it, because I call my mentor, my dad, and all the board of directors who grill me once a month pretty
Okay.
well. It's like I'm talking to my investors.
Okay.
But that time I do get grilled that didn't you calculate the number, what you wanted, what, and I did calculate. I said, how many are these pieces? Like, it's easier because again,
You
from
were
the
comparing it to your
exactly
traditional
that's
fabric.
where we realized that it's two different businesses. I can't think this way. This is a ready customer base. The relations are there, and
Right.
you'll end up selling it after a point, even though you reach there and you'll be, okay, boss,
Yeah, they
please
have
lay
their
low
supply
over
chain
here.
sorted, right? They know that itne logo ko ye wala maal to jayega hi. They are
Exactly.
regular buyers. This is full new.
And this was completely new, so that was one of the biggest risks which I took. And now it's in a much better space,
Yeah,
of course,
of course.
because now we know how to build this. We have a supply chain set, we have a sourcing set, and we work as per the numbers, not only the marketing agency numbers, but our own numbers.
Okay.
Realistic numbers. Yeah,
Realistic numbers. Okay.
we did burn a lot of money at the start, but now we are getting back on track for it,
Okay. And why did you burn a lot of money in the beginning?
because we were extra with inventory. We thought, let's go hard with performance, which was a startup attitude, that you put in a lot of money in your performance, you don't focus on to brand automatically ban jayega. That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
It mainly has to be a good blend, because you need to get the trust of the customers that yes, we are a legit brand, and plus educating them. And the final, performance is needed. Like, whoever says we don't do performance marketing, it's a lie. You have
Everybody
to
does.
spend on performance.
You
yeah.
have to, but I think it can't be only sustained on performance, which a lot of
Agreed,
brands
yeah.
get wrong. Like, especially when they get investor money and their first time founders don't have that much experience, they will put all their money thinking, oh, if I spend a rupee, I'm going to get a rupee back. But it doesn't work like that.
But that's the attitude you start with. You're like, at least jitna paisa dala utna वापस आना चाहिए. Then we can figure out what is happening. So that attitude does put you in a spot, and it is, and I guess many times we used to blame the agencies for it, the marketing agencies, that why aren't we getting the numbers? What is this? But it is our brief which is wrong, that we want to put in this much money, and what are we going to get in return? You tell me that. And we set up that, and it runs.
Okay.
That's not a good way of doing it. I feel we should focus both ways on branding and performance both.
Okay, so what would your ideal brief to a marketing agency for performance be?
Performance, the same thing. This won't change. That मैं
Okay.
पैसा डाल रहा हूँ, मेरे को मेरा पैसा वापस चाहिए.
Okay.
But yeah, but getting legit orders, getting sales out of them, and the brand getting built. I want a buyer to come back to my brand.
Right.
No, it's going to happen with my product, that I am sure about, because that technically we get into. But from their side, we need that help. Is that the customer keeps getting the information of new products, new colors, variations, or sometimes if we are out of stock, to mention to them, again, the ads going to the same person that we are back in stock. So those kind of things, those briefs need to be very clear to them. And even for branding, that works out the same way, that if your brand soul is not ready, you shouldn't start. Like, I had the problem at the start, because I tried to do multiple things together, and we couldn't justify what's the soul of the brand.
What is the soul of the brand?
So soul of the brand is more having, you can do activities, but you need to be comfortable about it.
And
it
also
can-
fashionable. I think
Yes,
your
so
products
that's all.
are very
So-
good looking.
So mainly it is activewear with lifestyle, but not athleisure. That's our soul mainly.
Got it. Got it. I feel like for me, when I wear Stretch, it's more like I'm feeling good, but I'm also looking good in this. Otherwise, in gym clothes, you just like black t-shirt and you're wearing and you're
Yeah,
going, right? One that I got is, for example, the pink one, baby pink color, or I got like
the blue turquoise one.
the
Yeah.
turquoise. My favorite color is turquoise, so I got a turquoise, and then it feels good like you're wearing something like that.
We did work onto that because we got a lot of feedback from people that we should have a different kind of sports bras with fun backs, which was
Yeah.
missing in the market.
Right. Right.
Crisscross leggings, which
I
is our
saw
top
they are
selling
very,
product.
very
We
cool.
were not sure because we were like, how many fit people or unfit people, what category will wear this? Because this is too body hugging for the style I was thinking. I'm like, we might have bulges which might be popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, but who cares?
But
Nowadays,
that's what worked out
wear-
great.
Yeah.
The products which we thought would be really a pressure for the customer to buy turned out to be the best product selling for us.
Yeah, because we want newer like clothes. We want something different. We want something that is like eye-catching. And those crisscross bags that you're talking about, I found them so cool.
Yeah, so those
It's very
crisscross
cool.
bags, zippers, like almost all our shorts and track pants have zippers.
That's the
because we need that
best.
comfort.
It is
and no matter
it's
what.
such a small tweak that brands make, but I'm telling you that two things. One is the girls like to show off their pockets all the time.
100%.
That's one. I too love it. Like I'll be
I
like,
guess you're lying. They
look-
don't want to show off their
look what
pockets. They
just-
want to fit their phones in there.
and fit everything. Like I'll to go show off. I'm like, listen, my dress has pockets, my pants have pockets, and I can keep everything. But I think pickle and paddle have become huge, and you need to keep the
Yeah, with
extra ball
Pilates,
somewhere.
anything, any sport activities, always we have landed up leaving our phones on the side or anything. And now with the way you want to track everything with your Whoop or Apple Watch or whatever it is, you want your phone to be around you to
Yeah.
see each and every activity.
so
and that's why we did get
it's one
into
of
the
the best.
details that we do need pockets no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's the best thing. It's one of the best things about Stretch is that you can comfort, and it won't fall out, and it won't be like,
Yeah,
oh my
brief,
god,
our
will it
brief
go?
was
Will it
like
go
a
inside?
iPhone Pro Max has to fit into your pocket.
And not fall
Because-
out.
Yeah.
Because some pockets may it's like, oh shit, is it falling out? And that's a big problem. So over here, I don't have to worry that the phone is in my pocket and it's like fine. So that is one of the cool things. And of course, like the look and feel of it is like something else. That's why I like. I do Zumba and stretch clothes all the time, and I don't feel like I'm like nobody can tell if I'm sweating also.
So we had this recently. We had a call with one of the influencers that she was like, when I wear Lululemon, I don't feel it the entire day I'm wearing anything. Even if I sweat, I work out. So I'm doing Pilates, then I'm fine. I'm going for coffee, and I'm working all day because I'm an instructor. Everything, and that's what was our main focus. That you can use this the entire day.
Okay.
And you don't need to keep changing clothes because we have testing parameters which we have proven facts that we are anti-odor, UV protected, anti-static, and for the long run the durability is great for the product. And that's what we tried to first get that, because I know how it used to feel that you're sweating in those
Yeah,
clothes and you have to sit
you
the entire
have
day.
to
It is
change.
very
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
You have to change it
And-
immediately.
And the smell then. That
Yeah.
smell in those
How did you
clothes.
crack that? Is it a material thing?
More of a material thing and finishes of course on top of it. So we did work on to that we need anti-odor, because I had a major issue whenever we used to play football or anything, the t-shirts used to smell.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the legacy brands doing that. And again, it used to smell a lot and you felt like changing. And I've heard many of my friends, they're like, we're sweating, we are changing and coming in 2
Yeah.
minutes. In between games, we have seen people change clothes.
Oh my god.
So we are like,
There has to be a
this was
solution.
one reason which we said anti-odor has to be the most important part, that it shouldn't smell.
It is, and I love that functionality that Stretch has because nobody else has been able to crack it.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, you can just smell and then you have to immediately go run and change and or put like so much deodorant and walk out and all. But Stretch, it doesn't happen.
And we did that with our packaging also. So we give it in those Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Where, example, you're going to gym and you're still not comfortable with the sweaty clothes to put it in your branded bags. So you rather put it in those
Put it in the
Ziploc, and you can reuse it. So we give every product with a separate Ziploc bag. So the product comes in that. It's not like you're buying 3 products, I'll give you 1 Ziploc bag for that.
Right.
It's each product in that you can reuse it and you can take it around with you, that your bags don't get spoiled.
Okay, so this is great feedback from me, for example. What has been like a worst customer feedback that you have got?
I'll give you 2 instances. One was that because of late deliveries, of course, we started new, so logistic company and our coordination issues, and where logistic companies sometimes delay. It can be raining, any reason. But if we say 7 to 10 days delivery, it has to be delivered. That's what has to be our motto. But sometimes products do get delayed.
Yeah.
But as a new customer, of course, your trust levels are zero. So you're going to call it a fake company. You're going to be company chor hai. Mera prepaid order ka paisa kha ke baithi hai. Because we didn't have COD at the start. So they might have thought that paisa kha ke baithe, no replies on emails.
Yeah.
Because we are like, it's in transit. We are giving you the tracking, but it's showing that it's on the way. We are trying our best to give you this. So this was one of the main ones where fake company used to be like a standard reply we used to get from people.
Oh my
That you're a
God.
fake company,
Because,
delivery nahi hua,
because it was new.
your products haven't come, abuses, social media,
Oh my God.
disasters where
Oh my
people
God.
commenting extremely nasty stuff.
Really?
But okay, it's a part. They are paid for it. So if they are not getting worth of the money,
Huh.
they are going to be irritated. But a lot of reconcile with a lot of customers we did have. And one, we had done the Little Flea event where we had our stall and someone randomly came up to me and said, nylon to khali swimming costume mein use hota hai, right? And that's when we realized, oh, the education of fabrics is not there.
Okay. What did you tell
And
him?
then we had to show him a lot of education things that, sir, this is not
Hota hai
only
use.
for swimming costume, the top brands. And the funny part, he was wearing a Lululemon t-shirt.
Okay.
And that was nylon.
Oh, he didn't know that.
He didn't know that. So that's where we realized that you need a lot of education for this. And we wanted to explain now. That's why we started. We did our Vani and Run Vijay campaign where we discussed that nylon is also durable, breathable, and better.
And you can wear it apart from swimming
Exactly.
also.
So that's why.
Okay.
So the campaign after the Little Flea event, we realized we need to do it for this reason to educate people and with a trusted face.
Right. Okay. How did that campaign do for you?
The campaign did do decent for us. I won't say it was a wow campaign because we had our own technical glitches with a little Google Meta account issues. But overall, it did educate a lot of people. It did one major point which it cleared for us was people had a lot of trust then in the brand because as a celebrity comes on with your brand, it becomes great for you that people know that it's something legit. There
Yeah.
is a brand face who's talking about it.
Because the company is so new.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me, where does it sell the most? Is it your website or like marketplaces?
Our website.
Okay. Because usually everybody gets more orders from like an Amazon, Myntra,
Yes.
Flipkart.
So we were a little late on marketplaces.
But it takes time to set up over there.
Yes. So we did have a lot of issues in the onboarding process and everything. But overall, our website gets us much more orders.
Okay.
Like it's like 80-20. Because we didn't want to make it a marketplaces brand at the start because we were like, the minute I go there, it's more of the different festive seasons. I have to give a lot of discounts. And when I'm calling myself a premium brand and I'm being at affordable prices, I cannot cut completely like 50% discount, 80% discount to be on the first page. It didn't make sense for me.
Okay. Is that how it works?
Yeah, a lot of discounts you give. And that's how, because it's usually so many festive offers. We have so many festivals and every time there are a lot of offers. Then the big Amazon sale, Flipkart sale. So all that to match those as a new company, it is just impossible. It can be done for the stock which is you want to get rid of or it's less in stock with you. So those kind of things people can do. But marketplaces but the visibility of a marketplace cannot be matched with a website, of course. Because here you have to keep building it. There, again, the trust factor comes very important. When you're on Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, I've heard a lot of people who have come up to me and told me, boss, address वापस कौन भरेगा? Card detail कौन वापस डालेगा?
Right.
इधर एक ही button में हो रहा है. It's just easy. I rather buy it from there. So these kind of problems which were good to hear. And that's why now we have started going aggressive on marketplaces also. So we're on Amazon, we're on Flipkart, we're on Myntra, now we're on Nykaa.
Tell me, what do you think about quick commerce though?
Quick commerce, I guess it's a great thing.
Okay.
It's great. Everyone is going to buy from that because it just becomes really
Easy.
easy. The convenience is there. You don't have to see the time of the store. You don't have to see, oh, मेरे घर पे कोई है, नीचे जाके please get it for me.
Yeah.
Or the same way around that, do you have a delivery guy to get it? At a convenience of a rate, it's just easier to get it.
Yeah.
Like now, example, you're gone for football and you forgot your jersey. or
You can get it,
you're
yeah.
just in a mall and you're chilling there and you decided, okay, let's just go up over here. There's a turf to play football or cricket, and I want to go up there. There's a random Zumba class. In 15 minutes, you have it in your hand.
Yeah, it's
What
the
else do you
best.
want?
It's the best. No, I've done it. For example, if there is a shoot and I'm out away from home and I need something urgently, instead of getting it from home, I can get it from Swiggy and Instamart. So, but do you
So
think
that's what.
clothing also people are buying from quick
Yeah.
commerce?
But anyways, people love buying online now. It's just convenient and easier to, rather than going, I have to park my car, I have to get down, I have to walk. Over here, the advantages with all the brands giving the advantage of exchange, returns, that helps a lot. That if the size is wrong, you're switching it.
Yeah.
Everything is at your doorstep. And with quick commerce, it becomes much easier because everything's happening in a quicker process.
Right.
In compared to what the online way used to be. And it's a great advantage. Like example, the ethnic wear now, like Manyavar and all, being on quick commerce, it's a great advantage. Imagine you're going for a wedding and suddenly your friend is wearing the same clothes. You want to change it, so that's where, okay, Manyavar, fast, Instamart, it can just come. So it does help a lot in a way that you have quick solutions. And I
And
guess
you're
this is
planning to
thanks
get
to
on
the
it.
Gen Zs
Yeah,
that
because
they
want
look for
everything
convenience over
convenient.
anything.
Convenience over everything, dude. Tell me, what has been your biggest like self-doubt moment while you were building this?
Oh, wow. Can I get a tissue? I'm gonna cry. No. So I guess the biggest self-doubt moment in my life was mainly the third, fourth generation curse.
Okay.
And
What does that mean?
that you have everything in a platter and you have never seen hardships in your life.
Is that true?
Kind of and not. So I'll give you a very good example right now. You have like Aryan Khan's show. Everyone will say because he's Shah Rukh Khan's son, he had so many celebrities here. But would you watch the show if it was bad after the first episode?
No.
Exactly. So I guess it's the work which has to speak, and you get over these self doubts that every day you are going to feel something is not your way, and you are going to have self doubts a lot in your life, and you just get over it. I guess
I
there is
thought
no
you
way.
don't have a problem with everybody saying you're privileged. I thought you're like very, so what?
Yeah, but if I say that, I'm going to be trolled for this right now. But for sure. But the point is, it's okay. Yeah, I agree. I have it much easier. Where some people say that where your struggle starts, my struggle has already ended. I'm at the end. I'm at my peak. I've suffered more than you. But the point is, I have to fit into bigger shoes. Originally, if again the way I said, when you start a startup, it's from ground zero. I have nothing to lose that time. But now, when I'm at a particular level, like when I'm starting a new business, I'm at a particular level. I'm just starting new. So even if I lose, I'm not going to lose so much. For some people, of course, it might be
Everything.
it's their business. But for me, it is, I have to take it to a level where this business is. And if I lose everything, where am I?
Okay. But do you
it's-
think in your mind that you still have certain kind of a backing to fall on if this doesn't work?
Yes and no. Again, it works out both ways because I have to fit into those shoes. And if I fail, there are a lot more questions I have to answer in compared to a person not having anything to answer.
Okay.
Because it's like, oh, you had everything and still you failed. So what's the use of working with you?
Okay.
Or that bacha aake kya karke gaya. It's like
That is
literally
now 30 years old.
took the legacy down the drain.
Do you fear that? Do you think like
Of
that
course,
can
yeah.
happen and like
I guess that fear is the biggest fear I have. That if I don't have anything, what is going to happen?
there are lots of people around who have who you probably have grown up around, have had the similar kind of life and are doing the same kind of thing, taking their legacy businesses forward. What have you learned from them?
From them, again, it's just keep going. Like, you continue whatever you're doing. Each person can have their own likings, own expertise, different things. Like when we were in college together, I don't think so I ever thought you would get into marketing,
Yeah.
digital marketing.
Nobody
it was nowhere
would.
close.
Nowhere.
It was nowhere close. I thought Aleena is a complete different. You were a writer once.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just, I guess you evolve as a person and you keep doing things, and that's what keeps you running. So even people around me are all like that. And
Okay.
they just want to work. Everyone wants to make a name for themselves, of course. And legacy is there or not there. Both ways. We have all people around us. and everyone's doing their best, I feel, and they should continue doing that and not stop that.
Okay, for me, it was like I feel like I changed my circles, kind of people I hang out with a lot because I wanted to be around people who were also hustling in life or who were building a name instead of just living the life that was given to them. Like that happened with me.
Yeah, but sometimes it is you need that little leisure time also. So
Yeah,
you
of
meet
course.
those kind of people. Okay, fine. Hey, it's just nonsense talk. You're just chilling and you're going. But of course, if you see people hustling next to you, it is going to help a lot
Yeah.
because it makes you realize you indirectly you are like unintentionally you are trying to like compete. And
Okay.
yeah, you will end up competing. You'll be like, oh, this one's done this. Why can't we do this? And just keep
Okay.
increasing.
Okay.
So I guess that hustle is needed. If that stops, what are you working for? I guess then
I get
it's like
motivated.
early retirement, or you're going to, or you just retire. It's easier because if you have everything, just sit at home. Then if you don't want to work or hustle,
No,
I
I know a
feel.
lot of people like that also. But I surround myself for motivation, not so much as like a comparison because my life is completely different from
It might
everybody
not be
else's.
comparison. It might be just you get that push of competing.
Betting. Yeah,
Like
get better.
you realize, oh wow, they're hustling even though they have things, or even they don't have things. They're working towards something, and at least they have some goal, and that's what you feel like doing. You're like, oh, there is something more. There is. You just don't need to end it.
Do you think, Prithvi, that you see people differently now that you are grown up? Because that's something that I've seen in you.
Yeah, 100%. You land up realizing. Our parents used to always say that your circle will keep reducing, your things will reduce, what you like doing, your social life, what you had changes. For me, it changed since my kid has come. I've been a different person. So
How
yeah,
did it change you, having
it changed me.
Miran?
It's like I don't have a social life anymore. My social life is my kid.
Yeah,
And
because
and I
different
guess I do
priorities.
enjoy it. Priorities change, life changes, people move on, people have different things to do. I have different things to do. So it's I guess no hard feelings. It's just you move out of it.
That is, of
And you
course, the
move out of
thing.
your comfort zone and
But like the thing about people that you have learned in all of these years, that the different kind of people, because I personally have seen, for example, that you would look at people differently 10 years ago versus how you look at them now.
yeah, I guess now you want that people around you who are more rigid towards you or flex, not even rigid, I'll say.
Huh.
It's more like they should just be a little more flexible.
Okay.
Everyone has their own life, everyone does their own thing. I guess it's just a attitude what people have now towards things. You don't want people to pull you down. I guess that's the biggest criteria.
That's the
You
learning
choose
you've had.
you want to choose people around you who don't want to pull you down.
And
That's
how can you tell that?
experience.
I struggle with that. Like, I can't tell.
Experience.
I can't tell.
I guess experience. You take 2 hits and 8 hits back. It's like that.
Because
So
I would
guess.
not even come to know. So,
No, you will come to know, of course. If you're going downwards, you're going to know it. So when you take 2 hits, you should be prepared that you're going to give 8 hits back and come out. I'll just
Okay.
make it easier that way.
Okay. But I think what you have learned, and you highlight us on that, is that I feel like a friend to everybody is a friend to none. What do you think of that?
Highly possible, yeah. I was in that category that I had so many friends, and now it comes down. The circle reduces. So yeah, I guess that statement is a touchy one, but yeah, you can put
Why
it
is it
up.
touchy?
It is there. It's with everyone because they always say it's better to have friends who are with you the full time and during your bad and good times and not only while your good times. So these kind of people are more only during your good times
Yeah.
because
So
it's
many.
more like a social climbing thing. But yeah,
Yeah, my other favorite statement is that when everybody claps for you is when everybody claps for you. It's that one person will not make a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it means to say that when one person claps for you, it'll be like, oh, everybody's. But you have to find out who is that one person
yeah.
who is clapping for you because of which everyone is clapping for you.
100%. Yeah.
Like, otherwise, it's like you don't like understand.
You're always going to have some special ones in your circle, whether you meet them daily, you don't meet them. It is going to be there. Like I have so many of my friends who are not in India.
Yeah.
And we meet once in 6 months. But as we meet or as we have one random call, and now a lot of calls come because of my kid. They want
Yeah.
to do a lot of video calls.
Huh.
But when you meet them once in a while, and it has to be with friends more like a stress buster rather than stressing. I rather have
Yes.
unfiltered conversations than filtered ones. Because if you're having filtered, then you're not you.
Exactly.
And I rather be unfiltered, and it's okay.
That's why my
It's,
circle has also reduced.
you can have a banter session. You can be insulting each other. If that's your source of entertainment, which is a source of entertainment for me, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I've
So-
gone through it. No, but same thing. Like, I realized over the years that if there's somebody that I have to be careful before speaking and they're going to judge me because I talk a lot, as we know. And if I talk a lot, that means that nobody has to take me very seriously in everything that I say. Like, because the intention is clean.
That's why it's people who want you to have filtered conversations or want to make a big deal about that, then it's not workable. You can't sit with them after a point of time. You can't have conversations. What conversation are you going to have? Oh, please give me some food, give me some water. That's the max conversation you're going to have. But when it's unfiltered, every day is a new conversation. You'd rather want to meet people who want to talk about work, want to talk about fun, want to talk about travel, everything. It has to be an entire merge. Like, it can't be, friendships can't be on a point that I want this out of this person, so I'm
Yeah.
going to be with this
I
person.
just don't understand those
because
people.
this one has money. Oh, so I'll be there because I can go party with him. He's going to pay, or
thing
I'm
I
going to go
just don't
somewhere else
understand.
because I'm going to get some deals. Friendship's not meant that. Like, we have a variation of friends. Everyone's income can be better than yours or lower than yours, but it is mainly that y'all are together and it's all unfiltered. Like, absolute, like, it's a family then.
Yeah.
For me, friends are family. So that's why I would put it in that category.
True. So when I was growing up, I felt like I was in a very small bubble because there's certain kind of people I would hang out with, certain kind of experiences that you have. You go to a good school, you come from a good area. I lived in a good area. I had a good school to go to and everything. But I realized while growing up that my knowledge was very restricted because of having that kind of a life and a lifestyle. Okay, then I had a big shift in my life, and then I had to just touch base with reality, if I have to say. Okay, and then I expanded, say, my group of friends or the people that I talk to, and then realized, oh my god, there's so much more to life. And then I started doing more of it because I said, okay, let me talk to more kind of people. Let me talk to people who are maybe not from Bombay, maybe from like other tier 2, tier 3 cities, or talk to people who have different experiences than me, who have not grown up as me. Okay, and I think that evolved me a lot and made me like in touch with literal reality, ground zero reality of people. And it made me much more humble also, and understanding of different people who come from different backgrounds, because we all do and our experiences make us. Has that happened with you also?
It has happened with me because of the amount of travel we do, because of work. We'll end up meeting new people. But I would say that everyone should get out of the house for at least 2-3 years
Okay.
to get the exposure of getting out of your comfort zone or your bubble, whatever you want to call it. Get out of your comfort zone and fight it on your own. You should be able to live alone and not rely on anyone ever.
Okay.
Whether it's your house help or anything, you
Right.
should be able to do everything on your own. Whether you have that luxury, you can continue with the luxury. Don't stop your luxury, of course, because that's what you're working for. But the point is, you should know how to do it on your own, even though you don't have. You have it or you don't have it.
Okay.
It should be that way. Like, for me, my experience was I went to boarding school for a year and I went against my family. My family didn't want me to go and I wanted to go.
Okay.
And that did change me. I was a major introvert.
Oh.
I was oversized, so of course getting bullied was very common.
Okay.
And then it turned out the other way around. I realized, oh, I'm oversized, I can bully someone. So it turned the other way around. And yeah, started socializing, meeting new people, managing your own stuff, your own meal times. You have to study on your own. You have to make your own room. You have to clean it. All that. It became a very different experience that now, if someone tells me that I want to pack your bag, like if my house help comes, sir, main kar deta. I'm
You're
like,
like,
no,
no.
I'm like, I need to know where my stuff is. It's not a comfort zone anymore. It's just, this is what my lifestyle has become. And I guess this only comes with exposure, meeting more people, talking to more people, learning from more people. Because like you mentioned, every culture is different.
Yeah.
Every house might be different.
Every house.
In the same culture, it can be a different household also. Everyone has a different way of living. So you get to learn everyone's way of living. The more you meet, the more you learn. But again, you have to make sure how you choose things from each one. It's not like you can do everything in a day. It's limited. Take the good out of things. Choose it rightly, that why you're taking this out in your life.
Okay.
So that's why.
Tell me, what is the best or most prized possession that you have given to yourself after working hard?
I'll put it the other way around. I don't think so. I'm going to be happy purchasing it for myself
Okay.
after working hard.
Okay.
I would want to really gift my family. I have a particular
Okay.
list which I want to do it.
Okay.
And I'm
For
like,
your
the day I
fam-
hit a number,
Okay.
I would want to do all those things together and gift it to them. Like,
Oh.
I don't know why.
Oh,
That's
nice.
always been there in my
Very
head
nice.
that if I hit that particular number, I would want to divide it this way that I have something in my mind for my dad, for my mom. I guess I've always got what I wanted. It's been pretty easy that
That's
way
good.
because I was always told not to take gifts from people, but ask your parents, and if they agree on to and they feel it's right, they'll give you. If they don't want to, then there'll be a right time for it, or it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And I won't disagree that begging goes on the full time for me. I will keep going ask. I'm like, I want to try
You want to
this. So
have
there'll be a way which I'll try, then I'll try another way, then I'll send it through someone else. That let's keep trying. But yeah, I would want to give back rather than do it only for myself. And there is a mindset which always my family has been into a lot of charity, and we don't like showing what charity we are doing. But I feel giving back is also important in a way.
Okay.
And I would prefer doing that more than only doing it for myself, which anyways we do. So I don't think so. We are not happy with what we have.
Is it important for you to prove to your parents that you've made it in life?
It is 100%. It is there that I want to prove it to my parents because it's always said you want your father will be more proud when he's been called as your Prithvi's father rather than he being him.
Yeah.
But yes, that means a lot to me. That means the most to me, to be honest. And now it's the other way around that I want my kid to be
Son
proud of
also
me.
to be proud of you, right.
He has to look at me and be, yes,
Nice
this
dad.
is what I want to be.
Right. No, I tell you, my experience was that I kept working hard and having all these mini, small achievements and everything to make everything I do is to give back to my parents, because without their sacrifices, I wouldn't have been here. Right. So I give back. I'm like, look, I achieved this. I'm doing this, and that. And then, you know what they said? Like, I asked them, what do you want? Like, what can I buy you? Or what can I do for you? Or where can I take you? And all of that, okay? And they sit and they'll tell me, like, we just want you to be happy, A. And B, it's more than the things or experiences and everything. We want you to be more with us. Like, if you spent more time with us, that would make me... I was like, okay, I'm working so hard, like 17 hours a day, so that I can do all of these things to you. And they're saying, no, you can work less and spend more time with us. That'll make us more happy.
Yeah, but I guess
I
that
had
is
a-
important
I had a
because if you go to see, they would want that more because they have worked for that. They want you to be around them, and
Yeah, I
feel
realized
I see
later.
that with my parents now. Also, they're like, we just want to be with you.
Yeah.
we don't care about whether we have
This or we have that,
we
yeah.
have a bigger house, we have a bigger car, or what it is. But we want to spend quality time with each other, and it's a nuclear family, so you rather we
Yeah.
just be with each other and at least be in each other's face. That is
Yeah.
more important. And usually people say, oh, we want space over here. I don't think so. I had that option. If they don't call out my name every hour, I will be shocked. I'll be like, my
Where
house
are
is
they?
empty. There is something dicey. Someone's missing from the house.
No, I was like, it's okay if I'm not like the top of this, or if I don't become a billionaire, as long as what I want to give back to them is like I'm with them in their old age or in their like times of need, or you know, in wherever they want to go and all. I think that is more important to
Yeah,
them.
because I guess they have missed our childhood because they try
They
to
work
work
so
and give
hard.
us the roof, the food, and everything. Whatever we have right now is because of them. So I guess because they have worked that way, they want the opposite for us, that everything's there. Now you don't need to worry about the basics. At
Yeah.
least be with us. So
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was
that's
there.
really important.
That is their priority. Okay, tell me, Prithvi, I have heard for so long about building about Strch that you have done. Okay, maybe I've noticed a pattern where I see that, is it difficult for you to connect to different kind of people? Because I feel like for everybody it's difficult to manage people because they're all so different. Have you had that problem also?
Yes, I did face that. And it's an everyday process, to be very honest, because everyone comes with a different mindset to work. Everyone has a different way of listening to things and working. And sometimes it might offend him. It does offend them a lot at times. But the point is, uh, my great grandfather had said something.
Okay.
Common sense is not that common, and that's where I face the problem. I feel that lacks at times because you're so stuck up to doing things that particular way,
Yeah.
which creates a lot of issue. For me, changing from the traditional business attitude, and when I come to the Strch office, it's completely different. I need to think differently. I need to talk differently.
Yeah.
I need to work differently. I can't be that on the head guy.
Yeah.
I cannot be that accessible. That's what I hear from my team, that you're very free to come to us the full time. You can't be this way. Please sit inside.
Do you micromanage?
Yeah, that habit is there. So
Mine, I had to
that-
really work hard on like leaving it to them, because even I used to,
Yeah.
and then I said this
so
is not
that
gonna work.
happens. So now when I just sit in my cabin and I'm sitting, and sometimes I'm like, I want to
Should
know.
I check?
I want to know. I used to have a screen open of the camera to see what
No.
everyone's doing,
No
what
way.
they are doing. I want to go. I want to sit in a meeting, and literally, I had a coach who made me get off it. He's like, you cannot keep this camera on. Get
Yeah.
this camera out of your cabin.
Good.
You cannot get out for everything. You
Yeah.
need to talk to the people who are the concerned people to talk and let them work. Because if you try to micromanage, they are going to get into a cocoon soon.
Yeah.
And that does happen. And it's still happening because it's an evolving process for me also. They get into a cocoon where they feel, or rather than me trying something new and making a mistake and getting
Yeah,
yelled
just
at,
rather not do it.
rather not do it and do what I'm doing. So
True.
that's where I guess it's going to be an evolving for me. The teams are going to keep changing, of course, because everyone has a different outlook to things. And
Yeah.
I'm open to the idea. If you're happy, be with me. If you're not happy, there's no use of being with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to change. So I'm not going to change.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get out of the company.
Huh.
So it's for you to decide. If you're not happy, there's no use. There are never any hard feelings. I have so many people who have come and gone. I'm still in contact with them. It doesn't matter. You can move on. And what makes you happy, do it.
Yeah.
And what makes me happy, I will do it, because I have a different vision for my brand and to continue my legacy. And whoever fits in, doesn't fit in, doesn't fit in. And I'm very clear with that since day one. I have no filters for that reason.
Is it because of a controlling thing? Because I am like that, like most of the time, and I've worked hard on it to like change it, but I am like that I need to be in full control of what is happening, so I know that it's in my hand. So giving it up is a little difficult.
Yeah, but this I've learned from my dad. He cannot leave things.
Okay.
So that's the same which has kind of come in me. But now I have started letting it go a little, that you can do things on your own. Y'all can come up to me, open to ideas, trying to listen more, which we used to miss, because sometimes you know what the story is coming and you're going to be, boss, I know it, Chuck. Let's finish it and let's move on.
Yeah.
We can do it this way.
Huh.
But sometimes you need to give them the chance to listen to it, which I'm really trying. Like, I need to take other people's views. It only can't be my view just because I'm the boss. But I need to listen to them, because every person has their own expertise.
Yeah.
I can't be an expert at everything. I can do everything, but I can't be an expert.
Yeah.
So that's why you hire experts. And that's why they are
You have to
experts, and
leave
they
it
have
on
studied
them.
for those reasons. And they work for that. So then you have to listen to them. Sometimes when they say no, you have to listen to them. Yes, I have to agree, even though it's against my will. That I feel it still makes sense. But if they say no, then I'll be, okay, it's your choice. I leave it up to y'all. And then if it has to work, it has to work. It doesn't
Right.
have to work, doesn't work.
Right.
So many times there are a lot of differences daily. Like for basic creatives, or some influencers we want to tie up with, or celebrities, or some collabs we want to do. Everything, it differs a lot of things. But it's okay. You convince or you get convinced. There are two ways. Yeah.
No, but dealing with people is something you have to maneuver in business. I'll tell you, I was sitting with somebody who's in the real estate space and in construction particularly. And I was like, you're such a nice person. Okay, I'm telling this person, you're such a nice, calm, cool person. Okay, and so am I. I'm like, why are you talking to people in this way? Like, how can you shout at people? How can you yell at people? How can you behave like this and all? And they sat me down and they said that, Aleena, in your field, you are speaking to a lot of people that are educated, that come from good families, that come from a different kind of mindset. They're hardworking and all. But the people that we are dealing with, the kind of people that they are, उनको जब तक गाली नहीं दो तब तक वो नहीं सुनेंगे. And then I noticed, because I was like, I want to notice if this is true or not, because I don't have to talk to my staff like this, for example, ever. I have to tell them, they will do it, and if it works out for both of us, it works out. Otherwise, I'll be like, okay, bye. But over there, in those scenarios and in those businesses, they are just yelling to get the work done or abusing to get the work done. I was like, I am not made for this. I am not particularly made for this.
No, but there are two ways to this. Sometimes it's because of the statement I made, common sense is not that common. One, that is a major issue.
Okay.
Second thing is, as a boss on the table, I realize some things that you have the potential.
Yeah.
You have it in you.
Yeah.
But you're just not doing it.
Yeah, true.
You're just trying to hide away from things. Like, there are many instances which happens and I come irritated and I shout at them. But I feel like telling them, I'm like, guys, you all have the potential. You all can achieve it. You all can get these things done. And it is very basic. And my biggest problem is I don't like anyone pointing a finger against my team or my company.
Okay.
That's my first rule. I'm like outside, you tell me what you want, I'm ready to listen.
Yeah.
The minute you try to put my team down or you try to raise your voice against my team, I can do what I want or they can do what they want with me. But no outside agency can come and tell me and my team mainly my team, that you're wrong.
Yeah.
And when I know they're right,
Okay.
what is their job, they are not doing it, and it's just a burden push or like a blame game. I never want my team or my company to be in that situation where they are sitting without the ammunition. I want them to be there, armored up and ready. Ki, boss, we are right. And you are kind of wrong. Or you find a way. But I don't like anyone yelling at my team or talking this way.
Okay.
I do it. I will not deny it. And my team will admit it. And they really hate that about me.
But do you think it's necessary?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. Sometimes I guess it's just for the push, they need it. Sometimes it's not needed, but it's just the entire day's frustration that you can really do it and you're not doing it.
Okay.
And because of which you're making me lose my focus on what I need to do for y'all to get it right. And back end, I'm fighting for y'all too, and it doesn't work that way. Y'all are fighting with me. We are one team fighting together. It's not like there's a relation of only boss and employee. We do have open discussions. We laugh about things. There are a lot of, we are trying to evolve that we need to be a family rather than this. And that's what I've learned from my traditional business, like my entire legacy business of Gulab Das company, that it is very different where we are a family.
Yeah.
That's why we have people from 30, 40 years in our company.
Yeah. Okay.
And we have so many relations which are made where everyone's a family. And that's what I want Strch also to be, where everyone's a family and you can dukh bari katha bhi bata do. I'm ready to listen. If I have some solution, I'll give you, or else I'll also cry it out. Ke chalo boss, I have the same problem with you. Yeah. So that's what. So we want to create a lot of. We are trying to build that. Of course, we are still a very new company. We're 1.5, 2 years here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of youngsters who want to explore a lot in life. It can be possible. This might be their first company and they don't want to continue and they want to grow. And I can take them till a level. They might feel saturated. There might be more potential, but they feel saturated. Then it's not my job to convince them.
Yeah.
They have to be convinced to do it. I can help you grow, but if you think you cannot grow, then there is no option.
But tell me, where do you see Strch going? Like, what do you want this brand to be? That will happen on the way.
I wanted to be the biggest premium activewear brand in India.
Okay.
And globally.
Okay.
Like someone to say that India is good at activewear. Okay. We are one of the textile hubs. How can we have brands which are not Indian? And I want an Indian brand. And again, that it's a new portfolio for me too. So I want it to be the biggest premium activewear brand in India.
Tell me if there's one celebrity who you want as a brand ambassador, like for them to definitely be and try your clothes. Who would that be?
Because my story says that stretch your limits, that we want people to stretch their limits. So I would say and good example would be who would resonate with the brand would be more like a Cristiano Ronaldo and a Serena Williams.
Okay.
And domestically, I should surprise you soon. Don't worry.
Okay, you're going to have somebody you're collaborating with.
We are in talks with a lot of people. So
okay,
we should soon be closing on to someone.
Okay, Prithvi, what's been the hardest struggle or hardest learning that you've had while building this company?
Convincing my dad.
About what?
Starting something new from ground zero.
Okay, what did he say when you went to him and said that I want to do this?
It came out as a random idea that we want to grow the existing business. That what differently can we do? Do we put up a new manufacturing unit? Should we do different things? And where it came up, and we were discussing about building a brand and what to do. And a lot of work had gone before that of me trying to shortlist things. And then I just went to him and I'm like, this is which category, with him and my mentor both. I went to them I'm like, this is the category I feel we are the best at. We can really crack it here. And to be honest, it didn't take a lot of convincing.
Okay.
And he's been very open-minded.
Okay.
Very open to ideas. I guess he has been a much easier person to convince in compared to everyone outside.
Okay.
That
That's
he
good.
he has
supportive.
been very open that he's like, okay, try it. He's like, I want you to do it.
Great.
He's like, if it helps you, great. You do it. The backup is there. And you have a lot of expertise over here.
Yeah.
So
I think
if you can use it. And I guess because of a lot of reading on his side and because of the experience he has, it helps me a lot to filter a lot of things.
Yeah.
And surely his contacts, they do help me a lot. I will not deny it.
Of course.
And
I think it's evolved you as a person also.
Yeah.
And that is the most important thing you should take away, whether like if you like how you think that, my biggest thing is will I be able to succeed in this or not? I think you've already succeeded because you have evolved as a person since you've started this.
Yeah, 100%. It has changed over a period of at least 2 years in this company as Strch and working for 7-8 years in my family business. It has changed a lot of things. Like we have seen a lot of ups and downs, a lot of points. Like I had a lot of advices from people that which I count them as the worst advice.
What
ever,
is the worst
which
advice?
was like going and you should ask a lot of questions.
Okay. That's the worst advice.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the minute I went, I asked questions, it became I'm questioning that person. And it did backfire a lot.
Okay.
That's where that statement comes कि बच्चा के बहुत सवाल पूछता है, who is he to question me?
Right.
And that did backfire a lot for me in my entire journey. And it was very demotivating. My point of asking them questions was that so that I can learn quicker.
Right.
And that's what I heard from people and like really close friends to my father and like big company owners, and they have come up to me, you should ask questions, सवाल पूछ दो, तेरे को जवाब मिलेगा, it'll be quicker, rather than तू practically 10 बार करेगा and you'll waste time.
You learn from other people's failures.
But it turned out the bang opposite. It backfired. It became that I'm questioning people. I am trying to take their work.
Oh God.
I am trying to pressure them that I am your boss. And I don't think so that was any of the motto. That was not even the question. I was like, yeah, I'm still young. I just have to understand what is it. And however quicker I can make these notes and move on, this comes into my system. I have to follow these things. And this is how they follow it. And if I have some ideas, I have to go to them. But I didn't even have the time to go give them the ideas because it backfired with the first question. So it didn't send a right message. So I'll take it back from everyone. Boss, ज़्यादा सवाल मत पूछो. Just you rather learn it on your own.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be that it demotivates you and it puts you in a moment that you are questioning a lot. And who are you to question? Agree that it's my father's company, but it doesn't work that way. You're in the end questioning their integrity, their work, and making them feel a little insecure, which they are right at their part, but it did send me in a place where boss, I'm like, ये company में मेरे को जगह है कि I have to look for a new job. So that's what did happen in the first few years.
Okay, when you were starting and you said your dad was very supportive, tell me something he told you definitely don't do. Like this is something you should maybe stay away from or something you should be careful about.
Company बंद मत करना.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Okay, that's
He's
good
like,
advice.
He's like, make sure keep working.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
There might be a lot of changes. It's not compulsory if, example, I started Stretch with only tank tops. He's like, that might not work. It might not be the right strategy. Change your strategy. Do different things.
Very nice advice.
And the advice even of hiring experts. He's like, don't get scared in hiring people smarter than you.
Great.
It doesn't matter. You cannot be the best at everything.
True.
But there are people who are specific for that job. That's why I'm not a CA. That's why I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be doing those
See, your
things.
dad knows you.
So he said that rather hire experts, make your life easy and their life easy by you not doing blunders and giving it to them, and rather you focus on to the things you know better. So you focus onto that, and and hire people who are smarter than you. That helps you more.
That's true. That is 100% true. I think it's very important and very needed. To end this conversation, tell me, would you ever work with a friend?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Like, there are pros and cons, of course, because it's a different. That sometimes might be because I travel a lot for work. My timings might differ.
Okay.
And those are the things which I guess working with a friend makes it very difficult.
That's the difficult part.
Yeah.
I would never recommend anybody to work with their friends because I think mixing relationships is a big problem. Like, if you are a close friend with somebody and you also then work with them, there's just too many emotions and problems and complications that come and mix and merge the two. That's my opinion.
But I feel working with a friend can help you in one way is unfiltered conversations, because they give you the dirt.
They give you the feedback.
They tell you that this doesn't make sense, which an employer might be a little scared. They'll be like, boss, हम idea लेके जा रहे कि ये करना ही नहीं चाहिए, and it might hurt my ego if they want to say that I might reject it. But if it's a friend, I'm going to listen. He or she is going to be, this doesn't make sense.
This is what you need to do.
This is not your TG. This is not your market.
I'll do it anyways for you.
You do give me a lot of criticism, but that's why. So I guess, see, these kind of criticisms I cannot. Sometimes the team might feel a little awkward to do it. Those kind of things. Of course, there are disadvantages where they wouldn't want to listen to some things which you might tell them. It might be a little awkward for them working under their friend because there's a particular caliber of people they are sitting with and they are not comfortable, and then they're sitting with me in the night and we are going out for dinners, and that might be awkward. But I guess that's person to person mainly, because it's how that person takes it. It's that's not true. How it's on you. And to be honest, I work with a lot of friends. Like a lot of agencies I'm working with are friends. And I don't see the differences.
You can keep the difference.
Yes, it just becomes much more easier. It becomes difficult for the team at times because they are like, "वो लोग बोल रहे boss के साथ बात कर लेंगे." But sometimes you have to be with your team that I will not take a decision without asking y'all, which I'm very clear.
Yeah.
And because it's their daily work with them, not mine. So with agencies, I make it very clear that even if you give my name, I will not do it without my team's consent. They have to be clear.
Right.
And I've worked with all of them. So I guess that's what team building is.
Yeah.
It's not only about your team, what you're building in-house, but even the external teams that this is where you know you're not going to be cheated. And I would prefer that.
Yeah, that is true. I think for one-offs or for like other activities or other campaigns or stuff like that, you do collaborate with people. I'm saying like a daily basis co-founder and stuff like that, I would not go with a close friend.
Yeah, possible. A co-founder doesn't make sense because both of you are going to kill each other by the end of it.
Exactly.
There is a high possibility.
Exactly.
But you know so many brands which are co-founders are best friends.
Yes.
Like, so there are great stories.
Then maybe of course there are. That is also, I know husband wife also working together, like in the same capacity.
Two brothers working.
Yeah.
As startups. Startup is where it is very high intensity.
Very, very fast
In family businesses, it's very different. It's like, but this is your work, this is your work. You can at least try to divide.
Yeah.
There might be differences, but in the end, you're going to eat dinner together. But whereas a startup is, boss, मैं तो office में बैठ रहा हूँ and we both are fighting the full day. So it's very difficult. But you have great stories like your Nikhil Kamath. You have everyone like working with your brothers, working with friends, and it's not been an issue.
There must be cases. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Once again, I just want to say, he said many times that he would be like, I can cut in the middle and all. Nothing, not even in one stretch we have done this. In one stretch.
Yeah.
In one stretch, pun intended. So I'm glad that you could do this with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the podcast.
Yeah. Great place, great vibe.
Thank you.
And I guess it was easier because it was you.
Exactly.
And I got through my fears and I'm stretching my limits.
Very
Let's end
good.
it with that.
Exactly. That's what you have to do. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.